Do you know what flow means? Have you ever been in flow? You definitely have. Because flow is something really interesting. Flow is something that most of us experience, but we don't label it as flow. We just forget about those experiences. Let me give you an example. Women. Women love to shop. And what will happen is they'll start at 9 a.m. and before they know it, it's 3 p.m. They're like, oh, where did all the time go? For them, they were in flow. They were having an incredible time. It's fun flow. It's where you lose yourself in the moment. For guys, imagine playing video games. You get lost in the moment, you lose track of time, and then suddenly 5 hours later, 10 hours later. For the core gamers, 48 hours later. And you get lost, and you lose track of time, and you're really mastering something. But these are just fun times where you lose track of time, because you're enjoying yourself. But flow, actual flow, is to do with your work, having a purpose. If you look at a tennis player, this is his craft, and you watch two people play tennis, and you can see how they're in flow. You know, when they're in motion, you're like, wow, the guy's on fire. And it's mesmerizing to watch. When you see these people, if you see a musician, the way that they play is just unbelievable. And you get lost in that creation. When they're on stage and they're just feeling, or dancers. But as well as activities, imagine if you could bring that flow to your work. And many of us do it when we have our creative spark. You know that time where you sit down and you're like, okay, I need to sort something out. And then 3 hours go by and you finally plan everything. You think, wow, how did that happen? For most of us, we don't have enough flow experiences in our lives because we time everything. Everything's to be 1 hour here, half an hour there. And I decided I was going to be incredibly productive. And I got rid of flow unintentionally because I was like, okay, do an hour on this, hour on that, and that will make me more productive. But actually, it makes me more of a zombie. And it doesn't make me productive because I'm constantly switching. When you're in flow, you're not judging your work. You're not being distracted. You're just in the zone. So how can you bring more flow to your life? How can you bring more flow to your workplace? How can you bring more flow to all your employees, giving them that time to be the best version of them and be creative and to use all the ideas that they have within themselves that often they don't get to really focus in on. So bring more flow into your life and you'll reap the rewards.